Hello everyone, this is Jack Wu, your host for Success Edge. Hopefully everybody having a fantastic weekend so far. Today I want to talk about when should I transition into my business full-time. You got to understand, in any kind of business, everybody kind of start off part-time first. And it's not like you join the business today and tomorrow you just like all of a sudden you get crazy, emotional. You just happen to drink a cup of coffee, you get all excited, say, hey, I'm going full time. It doesn't work like that. There is a transition period. There are certain things that you have to understand before you can transition to full time successfully. Number one, you got to master, in my opinion, one of the most important skills before you even think about going full time. And that is the ability to sell your product. Let me repeat. It's the ability to sell your product. You got to master the art of selling. A lot of people, when they join a business, I think they have a mirage. They misunderstand that in the business world, everything boils down to sales. If you don't know how to sell and survive based on your own pen, your own effort, and you are depending on other people's effort, you depend on some situations where you really feel that other people is going to help you to be successful. I think you're not going to be very happy at the end. I believe every great entrepreneur, they are a great salesperson at the beginning. It doesn't matter who they are. Elon Musk is a great salesperson. Bill Gates is a great salesperson. Any successful entrepreneur, what do? They sell. They understand how to push their product out. So before you even think about going full time, the first thing you got to understand is that, are you competent, right? Are you competent with your product? Do you understand the product inside out? Are you able to understand the differences between your competitor's product and your product? And do you totally believe in your product, the service that you provide? And if you do, then you're going to go out there and closing transactions anywhere between 8 to 10 transactions. That's my thing. In my business, I don't know about other business. In the insurance and financial service industry, if you can close about 8 to 10 deals, transactions a month, you can survive in the business we are in. Now, I don't believe in one big sale. That's one thing I want to address here. There are a lot of sales reps out there. They depending on 1 or 2 big accounts, and they can make 20, 30 grand, and after that, they don't know how to close deal anymore. I don't believe in that. I don't believe you can go full time if you simply got lucky and close 1 or 2 deal and happen to make 20, 30 grand, because that's not going to last eventually. I believe in the word volume, consistency, volume and consistency. If you can consistently closing 8 to 10 transactions a month, I think that would be a great start, because now you know how to survive in the business, okay? The second tip, very important. I believe that you gotta at least have 6 months of saving. Okay, let's be real. If your expenses on a monthly basis, let's say, is $5,000 a month, and you have to cover your mortgage, your auto payment, your home insurance, and all the miscellaneous stuff, your kids, school expenses, whatever that might be. Let's say $5,000 would be the monthly expenses. In my opinion, you got to make enough money. You got to have enough saving to cover you anywhere between 6 months to 9 months. Remember, if you know how to sell, it'll buy you time. And with more time, you can create more money. That's always been a thing for me. So, second tip is that you got to have 6 to 9 month saving. The third tip, which is, very, very, very tricky, but it's very important here. I think timing is everything. I don't believe you should go full time when you are in a momentum low situation. I believe you got to go full time aggressively if you are in a momentum high situation. Let me explain to you what I mean by that. I think a lot of people making decisions based on emotion. They might go to an event, a convention. They might see somebody who make 20 grand a month and they get all excited. Oh my God, so and so made so much money. I just came back from a convention. It was so exciting. You know what? Let me just quit my job and go full time. Well, if you ain't got nothing going on in your business, you don't know how to sell, there's no transaction in the pipeline, you don't know how to create activity yet, my suggestion is that you got to prep it up for the first 90 days and get something going first. Okay? When you're in a momentum low situation, when you quit your full-time job and go into full-time, to me, disaster is going to happen. Okay? Now, on the other hand, a lot of people, they are not willing to take risk. All right? There's a difference between going full-time too quickly and based on emotion than somebody who's in the business. They are already making $5,000, $10,000 a month. They already know the product inside out. They already believe in the company. They already believe in the whole crusade. They already have 6 months of saving, but they're being too reserved. And that's not good either. If in 90 days period of time, if you are making the money in your business more than your job 90 days in a row, in my opinion, you are in a momentum high situation. That would be a perfect timing for you to consider putting all your chips in and go all out, because you already proven to yourself you can survive and make great money in the business. But if you don't do that, here's what's going to happen to you. You're going to lose something called momentum. There's always a window to maximize profit. There's always a window to maximize opportunity. There's always a window to maximize cash flow. Another tip, the fourth tip, you got to go with your sixth sense. You got to go with your guts. You got to go with your sixth sense. I don't think anybody can teach you entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is not teachable. Either you got it or you don't got it. But always remember this, okay? Bigger risk equals bigger gain. Smaller risk equals smaller gain. As long as you are self-aware what you're up to, that's the important part. You know, some people say, you know what, I want to make 20 grand a month, but I don't want to quit my job. I want to keep my job and do this part-time. You got to understand that's not real, all right? If you want to make 20 grand a month, 30 grand a month, you got to work 8 to 10 to 12 hours a day to make that 20, 30 grand a month. But nobody have to force you to do that. If you say, you know what, I just want to make $2,000 to $3,000 a month in my business. I want to keep my full-time job. I just want to spend about 5 to 6 hours a week, somewhere around 30 hours a month to do what I do. I just want to make about $3,000, $4,000 a month extra part-time. I'm happy. Well, then you won. Then at least you know what you want. So very important is you got to be fully aware of what you're looking for. And in my opinion, you know, your sixth sense will always direct you to the right place. Go with your heart. Go with your sixth sense. Go with the momentum. Go with the timing. Go with your gut. Go with your courage. Whatever that tells you inside right here, under the belly right here, in my opinion, do what you feel you want to do. So tip number 5, the last tip is when you are mentally ready to treat your business as a job, then in my opinion, you should go full time. Now let me tell you what I mean by that. A lot of so-called entrepreneur, you know, they're not really entrepreneur, they're entrepreneurs. You know what I'm saying? They are 1099 independent contractors. They say, man, I'm full-time right now. I can do whatever I want to do. I can wake up late. I can go home early. I can just do something casually because I'm my own boss. If you have that mentality, please do me a favor. Don't go full-time. If you're going to go full-time in any business, in my humble opinion, remember this, you got to treat your business as a job, J-O-B, meaning you have to feel, you have to understand, if you don't close certain deals, you won't have money to pay your mortgage. You don't have money for food. You don't have money to support your kids. You don't have money to pay your basic needs. If you don't close a certain amount of sales, imagine you have a boss that's holding you accountable and they are ready to get you fired. So what would you be doing? Well, I'm telling you, you go out there, hustle and grind every single day. You got to treat your business as a job. If you have that mentality, you have a great chance to succeed in whatever you do. So 5 tips, right? I gave you 5 tips. Tip number 1, you got to master the art of selling. Number 2, you got to have 6 to 9 months of saving that can cover your expenses. Number 3, you got to create a situation where you're in a momentum high situation. And number 4, you got to go with your sixth sense. And number 5, the last one, which is you got to treat your business as a job. So I hope those 5 tips have give you some type of understanding when should you go full time in your business. Okay? So I hope everybody's going to have a fantastic weekend, because I will myself here. So with that being said, I want to see every single one of you at my next episode of Success Edge. Take care.